Hello, guys, gals, and non binary pals. Welcome back to another podcast episode. Well, I should say another podcast live stream because we are live streaming tonight. It is 8:24 p.m. and I am just now getting around to my podcast because I did record it earlier today, but my sound was not working and I figured since I was just streaming, why not just stream the podcast? Also, if I look like a mess, it is a little warm here and I've been gaming and streaming all day and it makes me feel hot and also kind of tires me out. So just bear with me and how I look. We're not going to talk about it. But today I wanted to rant about an experience that I had recently and also provide some updates on my gaming journey. So I'll start with the rant first. So most of you may know that I do tutoring as a way to make money while I am doing grad school online. And for the most part, it's been going well. I started with a company, um, and I was an independent contractor, so it was a 1099 instead of a W-2 position. But I had one really consistent client, and I built a really great relationship with her. Yes, I know that they're live. I've been checking in throughout the day with them. Thank you for letting me know. Um, but yeah, so I started with a tutoring company, built a great relationship with this client that I had, and just last month the mom had reached out to me and said that they were not going to do tutoring anymore. So I decided that was going to be my last session with the company, but I told the mom after the session cuz she had asked me about if she wanted to use me again, should she go through the company or not? And I said that she could go directly through me because I charge an hourly rate and the company was doing, I believe they do packages so the parents pay for a certain amount of sessions. I don't know how much she was actually spending, but I figured I would save her some some money by only charging her my hourly rate if she were to use me again in the future. So that was fine. Um, and I don't know where I was going to go with that. But yeah, that was my experience with the tutoring company. I'm not going to be name dropping anybody just because that's not what this podcast is about. Uh, and then a few, or also last month, I was on Nextdoor, which for those of you that don't know, Nextdoor is like a neighborhood app, and it's for people that are neighbors to post different things. Like people post looking for job opportunities, people post looking for nannies, tutors, whatever. And so a neighbor of mine that lives in the same complex as me had posted that she was looking for a tutor for her 6th grade son. So I had commented and I started working with him and it's been all right. I'm still kind of encouraging him to do his own work because he very much wants me to do his work for him and I'm like that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you, not do your work for you. Um but that's neither here nor there. um and I know he's probably going to watch this and know that it's him, but I'm not name dropping him. But yeah. And then I started also on Nextdoor, I found a mom looking for a tutor for her 10th grade daughter. And she is a English language learner, so I was going to be helping her with improving her vocabulary because I had met with the parents first with the daughter. And the dad was saying that he was really worried about her going off to college and not being at the same level, like, vocab-wise, so I was supposed to help her with her vocabulary, and we did a few sessions, but then the other day, I texted the mom because I said that I was going to see if I could tutor her on Tuesday, but then some stuff I wasn't feeling well on Tuesday, so then I was like, "I need to just chill, and try to get better," because I've had some elevated anxiety lately, so that's kind of why I wasn't feeling well on Tuesday. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'm just ranting. Nothing. I just was talking about me working for a tutoring company until last month, and then that I started recently working for myself doing tutoring. That's pretty much all you missed. Um but yeah, so I reached out to this mom, and I was like, "Hey, like, I'm not feeling well. I know I said that I would try to tutor her today, but I need to just reschedule it to our usual Friday." And then the mom came back at me with like this super passive aggressive text, like, "This isn't going to work out. Like, you're just too busy. I thought you were going to give her more than one session a week." And I was very respectful because I'm a professional like this. Well, I don't know. I guess I would be considered a professional because I do have a degree in teaching. So, I was respectful and I was like, yeah, I was gonna try to give her, more than one session a week, but you also have to keep in mind I'm in school full-time online. I'm doing an internship doing social media stuff. I have extracurriculars. I'm on 2 executive boards for 2 school clubs. Like, I'm busy. I'm taking time out of my week to tutor your kid, and, like, it's my schedule, and I'm doing the best that I can, and I feel like I just wasn't getting the respect that I deserve, because I'm always trying to communicate, like, even if I have to cancel something, like, I'm letting people know, Like, I'm always communicating, and I don't know. I don't know what's in the water lately, but, like, I've been getting either no co no feedback on anything, like, especially with the last internship that I tried to apply for, and I was supposed to have the interview, and then they just didn't show up and didn't tell me anything. Still never heard anything from them, by the way, not even an apology about, like, "Oh, we're sorry we missed it." Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Um It's just frustrating. I'm not and on wow, I can't even word. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm feeling super discouraged just about life right now. Um, but that's a rant for another time. But yeah, so I got a really passive aggressive response and I was just like, "Okay, I understand. Thank you." And that was pretty much it. So that's my rant about like being respectful and just being mindful of people's time, I guess. Do you wanna drink Coca-Cola together? Yes. I'm I'm, like, sweating over here, it's, like, so hot. And I know it's because I'm in my room. But anyway, um, yeah, so just I don't know, if anyone out here is, like, wanting a tutor or, like, doing stuff like this, just be nice to people, like, it's really not that hard. Thanks, love. It's one of my favorite shirts, actually. Um But yeah, so just be nice to people, especially it's Mental Health Awareness Month also. That leads me into another point I wanted to make. You just never know what someone's going through, and even if it's not about, like, a job situation, just, like, being nice in general because you never know what someone's going through and one comment that you make can put someone over the edge. So just be mindful of that. And then to end this on a happier note, um, I platinumed Astro's Playroom last night. So you can go check out my gaming channel. It is linked on the bottom of this channel. If you go scroll all the way to the bottom, I have all of my secondary channels linked. So go check that out. Today I played Astrobot for the first time. Um, so okay, platinum is you get all trophies, all artifacts or whatever is needed for the platinum. So in this case for Astro's Playroom, it's getting all of the puzzle pieces and all of the various artifacts in each area, and then you get a trophy for finding all of the artifacts and puzzle pieces for each area. So platinum is you're getting all of the trophies basically in the game. So yeah, that was my first ever platinum. So not gonna lie, waking up this morning and seeing it on my PlayStation app, I was like, yeah, I did that. You only did everything, yep. Um, but today I played Astrobot, which is the second game after Astro's Playroom. Um, and it's fun so far. I'm a little confused as to like where to find everything, but I'll figure it out. I don't want to watch a let's play of it because then it's not a blind let's play. I want to try to figure it out myself, because I'm very determined to figure it out myself. Um but yeah, and I just streamed it on my gaming channel today, so go ahead and check that out. Also, I'm getting like really noticed for some reason only on my obscure games because I've also been playing The Last of Us Part 1, which I've gotten like maybe 10 views at the most on that game. But when I do Astrobot or Astro's Playroom, I'm getting like in the high 50s. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm grateful for it. I'm at 58 subscribers now. I just had my 50 subscriber celebration the other day. Um so yeah, road to 100 subscribers. Thoughts on God of War. Yeah, there's gonna be some spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, then I'll see you in the next podcast. But I've been reacting to God of War, which it's technically God of War 4, but they just called it God of War again. I still don't understand why they did that, but anyway. But today's episode was wild. Um I cried. I was not expecting Kratos's past to come back. Also Athena appeared again and I'm like, why is she here? Yeah, so what happened was um so the first 3 God of War games we're really learning a lot about Kratos, who's the main character. And basically he accidentally unalives his wife and daughter in the first game. We find this out in the first game. Because he was so rage induced that he did it. And so then it's been haunting him all these years. And so he ends up trying to like he wants the gods to take away his nightmares. But the gods are like, "No, we're not going to do that. You're stuck like this forever." And he also can't die. Like he's tried to unalive himself and then the game is like, "Nope, not allowed." So that's interesting. So basically the first 3 games he's unaliving all the gods, and then in this game we are under the impression that he's retired. His son Atreus gets sick, and there's this witch who apparently has like powers to heal his son, but she tells Kratos like, you need to get this very specific thing for me to be able to heal your son. And he's like, well then I'm gonna have to go and go back to my past. And then out of nowhere, he brings out the Blades of Chaos, so those are back. Um, and yeah, so basically that's the recap is he's now finding this thing to help his son heal because he is blaming himself for why his son is sick because the pressure of I don't want to say it's the pressure, but like it's implied that Atreus is also a god like his dad, but he's also mortal, and so he's like fighting between these two worlds, and that's what made him sick. So Kratos is like Kratos didn't disagree with Athena when Athena called him a monster. He's like, "Yes, I am, but I'm not your monster anymore." And yeah, so yeah, he's been lying to Atreus about who he is. So Atreus doesn't know that his dad's a god. Um, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's basically what happened in this episode. Very emotional. Definitely a very compelling game. I'm excited to play it for myself. Yeah, I did also buy God of War Ragnarok, which I will play after I play God of War 4. Um, yeah, but this is longer than I was expecting this podcast to be, but I'm okay with that. Oh, and 3, yeah, I'm gonna also play I need to buy God of War 3. Um, so, yeah, but yes, I am playing God of War 3, but I need to buy it. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited to play that. The story is very compelling. Um, Also the mythology is different in God of War. In the first 3, it's Greek mythology, and then in, uh, God of War 4 and God of War Ragnarok, we're in Norse mythology, so that's pretty interesting that it's different. And yeah, that's all that I have to say because 'cause I've been rambling for too long now. Um, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to be a good bandicoot because Crash is watching, and I will see you in my next podcast.